I'm going to start this video with 2 comments and a question. First, without the universe having had a beginning, the James Webb Telescope will be able to observe galaxies that have been formed for many years. That is, it could see galaxies when they were being born, without this being the beginning of the universe, but the birth of these galaxies. But you will also be able to observe galaxies that were formed long before the Milky Way had existed. We would see these galaxies very similar to the one in our local cluster. Second, light is made up of transverse waves, therefore it cannot be affected by longitudinal effects such as the expansion of the universe, which is a longitudinal effect. The sound to be formed by longitudinal waves if it is affected by longitudinal displacements such as the approach or distance from the source. In the denied assumption that the Big Bang had existed, the telescope, focus where it is focused, always sees the beginning of the universe. Ask, where the telescope should be focused to see the edge of the universe? The universe is not expanding. The expansion of the universe is a theory based on the relativistic Doppler shift of light, where they assume that the speed that appears in said equation is a radial speed, that is, a speed of distance or approach. This assumption is the biggest mistake that Hubble and other astronomers have ever made. Why do I claim that it is a mistake? Well, because light is transverse waves which are not affected by longitudinal displacements. Longitudinal displacements affect longitudinal waves such as sound waves. Light is affected by rotations. Therefore, in the equation of the transverse Doppler effect of light, the speed that appears in the formula must be a speed of rotation. This is true but must be proven. This demo is already done in a job named Implications of the Conjugate Complex Time on the Origin of the Relativistic Transverse Doppler Effect. 2004. In this work, the following formula was obtained, where it is shown that equation 1 is not the formula for the transverse Doppler effect of light, but the formulas for redshift and blue shift are obtained from it. Transverse Doppler effect of light. From equation 1, doing the accounts, we obtain the equation 2. But then, where do you get it from? Redshift. If from equation 2, the wavelength is cleared and not the frequency, then the blue shift equation is obtained. Blue shift. If the shift is towards blue, use to find the speed. If the shift is towards red, use where C is a relative error. To simplify the notation, shift is red, and if it's blue, light frequency shifts are due exclusively to rotational speeds. This is so because that speed of rotation is a relative speed between two systems that are rotating. As in the universe, all galaxies are rotating. Between two galaxies, the one with the highest speed will be the non-inertial system, regardless of whether that speed is due to the addition of the two speeds or the difference. They are added when they are opposite in direction and subtracted when they have the same direction of rotation. The consequence of this simple demonstration that is made in this work leads to an amazing paradigm shift in modern cosmology, which is that the universe is not expanding and therefore the Big Bang did not exist. Male.